Gabe Zapata.
Smoothie.
Thank you. Yeah. Look, spit it like this real quick. I'm gonna tell you this the one about New York. Yeah. What it was like. I moved to New York, I got up and I left. Told my mama, see you back in the west. I'm to the east, where the East Coast resides. I wanna live my life, not stressed out about picking sides. Don't cross the picket line, it's my mentor when I enter the temple of Queens College. Getting knowledge near where Tri made it special to be from Linden Boulevard. Represent, represent. Came from Frisco to pay respect, pay respect. I found the spot right in the middle of Flushing. I was still spliffing, but sometimes I was Dutching. I smoke a blunt with the homies as we're getting it going out in Brooklyn or in Manhattan. Get home 6 in the morning, got hip-hop on my mind, that's why I had to leave. So no mistake, university for a month or 3 or 4. Would've stayed more, continue to explore all of the boroughs of the city. That's hip-hop to its core, it is the mecca of the culture. That's on the radio, TV, movies, and posters. First time I hit Freestyle Mondays, I was in heaven. I could've sworn that ill-spoken was really Reverend. It felt like a congregation when the live band jammed. Riding the vibes to the sky as I would get slammed. Hop on the mic, I wanna show New York I spit tight. When I go home, I'm already copping the next flight. Because I think I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it back now. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it, get it. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it back now. I left my heart in New York. I left my. I'm out in New York. I'm so happy I left. It's getting cold, finally see my own breath. When it was hot, I would kick it with Professor. He was visiting 3 weeks, I'm there for the fall semester of 2017. I couldn't believe I was living in the city of dreams. I've been dreaming about this feeling to be okay alone. I had to go and live alone. I brought my book of rhymes, I came to find the microphone. It was at legendary ciphers with the real rhymers. I must admit I went overboard with the all-nighters. Always in Brooklyn with Amelia, Carmen, and Greta. Arrived in the middle of August, left end of December. I met so many different people, was like pleased to meet you. My name is Pauze, I came across the country, hope I keep you in my memories. If I forget it, I'll have to go back and get it, and never will I regret it. I worked too hard just to let it go. It's taken years to get to the point where I can't take no more. I came to heal my corazón donde despierta el sol. Aquí nació esta cultura que está en mi sol. Visited 139 in Lenox, it's the danger zone, as well as 226 St. James Place, man. I had to come and pay respect, they did their damn thing. It influenced the kid from San Francisco's Mission District. So much he moved to your city was not enough to visit. He wants his rhymes prolific, he wants his heart to listen. That kid is me, hand on my chest, I think my heart is missing. Because I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it back now. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it, get it. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it back now. I left my heart in New York. Yeah, I left my time in New York was so great that I left. The happiest I've ever been, 'twas the best time in my life. Flip it from unfortunate strife to positive affirmations in my heart. I got Fife and got B. She's like a cool J lyric, you see. She was born out in Queens but raised in Kings County. We chopped it up after class for a couple weeks. Sociology of women, that class was quite unique. Told my counselor when I see her my heart starts to beat. She said that's sweet, and have you asked her out to eat? I asked my sister, she said ask her to get coffee or tea. I said for she's, asked B. She said Halloween is when we kicked it after class. Had a talk, had a laugh, got pizza another day. Hit the vape down the path. We smoked the joint on the last day when the class is closed. Wanted to tell her how I feel, but I bet she knows. B was the one that made me see that my heart can grow and let go. She doesn't know her impact with my soul. It's all good, that's how I'ma keep it. Unless she listens to this album after it releases. Don't worry, B, I told you I'ma keep your name a secret. But I can't hide my feelings for you, that's why when I'm leaving, I'm gonna be super grateful that I had met you. And tell my friends I already have to go back to New York. Because you already know why. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it back now. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it. I left my heart in New York. I left my heart in New York. Gotta go and get it back now. I left my heart in New York. I left my
York. My heart in New York. Frisco.